Hey everybody, this is Brittany here from Surfing Waves of Light, and I was going to make a video with my GoPro today because I'm trying to do more stuff at the beach and in the ocean, but the GoPro keeps shutting off, so I'm back to my phone. I don't have a stand for my phone, so I'm trying to figure out how I can do this best. Well, laying on the ground always seems to work, so let me get repositioned. Just wanted to show you the beautiful beach where I'm sitting, what's going on here. Anyway, I have been sick for the past few days. I've not made any videos, so I felt like I should make a video, even if it's not my best work or a little bit, not perfect, which GoPro didn't work, so it's not. I was getting ready to host a cleanse, and I was reviewing this cleanse guide that I made, and I was enjoying reading this one part where I talk about how we've been taught perfection, so that way we don't do things because we feel like they need to be perfect. I said it better in the cleanse guide. So today will not be perfect. We'll see if I post this, but I felt inspired to channel, so I'm going to channel while the solstice sun sets. I'm at the beach. You can hear the ocean right behind me. And let's see what the guides and teachers have to say. Love you all. Thanks for watching these videos. Sorry for the slow opening. Greetings, dear beings. We are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to be making your acquaintance today. We wish to start this channeling by reminding you who we are. We are not some foreign entity that is out there in the world, that is out in outer space. We are an aspect of you that is lodged deep inside, deep within your soul and your subconscious and unconscious beingness. You see, when you chose to incarnate into separation, you chose with your own free will to shut off aspects of yourself. And so, as this play of life you are currently experiencing continues on, aspects of yourself that have not been revealed will begin to turn on. You see, this being did not always consciously channel us. We have been with her for always, but we communicated with her differently because at different times in life is different levels of connection and communion with us appropriate. You see, part of the game here is experiencing the separation to its fullest extent. And if you are in constant contact with us, you would not have that opportunity. And now the densities are shifting, and all beings are being attuned into remembrance of us and remembrance of aspects of who they are. For we are not separate, dear beings. No, we are just more highly evolved aspects of your consciousness, and you wanted to have this experience. So we would never ruin that for you because we love you and we want you to experience whatever you want here. We want you to experience the sweetness of the lower emotions and then the even greater sweetness of feeling the higher emotions afterwards. Yes, this is a plane of balance. This is a plane of walking the fine line between experiencing the emotions of the human self and remembering the spiritual aspects of self, the non-physical aspects of self, all the other major aspects in consciousness. And so one of the ways that you get to experience this separation is through sickness. Sickness is something that is orchestrated, dear beings. There is no mistakes there on earth. There is no mess ups. Nobody is sitting behind a computer screen who accidentally clicked and bam, gave you cancer, or bam, gave you a cold or a cough, a sore throat, or joint pain, or any kind of illness. No, you see, you beings of human nature, as trained on this planet at this time, you are easily trained into comfortability. And so sickness is one of the ways that we can really work with you, where we can really draw out your raw emotions, draw out feelings and lower frequency aspects that are lodged in your soul consciousness, your beingness. Yes, you see, you are not sick for no reason. You are sick because you are meant to be sick. And when you accept the sickness, whether chronic illness or acute illness, as this being is experiencing, and you allow it to happen to you, and you step into trust that it is telling you something, that it is course correcting you, then you will feel better. You see, sickness brings about a challenge for you. There is lessons on many different levels. The challenge that we have created for this being at this time, based on her consent before she came into this non-remembering state, is the challenge to be of the authority of herself when it comes to her own health and healing. Well, how can she become that? She can become that through sickness. Once this being experiences sicknesses over and over again and continues to use her tools, mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical, to heal herself, she will continue to gain confidence. She will continue to step into her power and the knowingness of who she is as a divine being who can, in fact, heal herself, who can, in fact, become an authority for herself on how to be well. There is not one way to be well, dear beings. There is numerous ways to be well, and you each were programmed with different mechanisms for that action. You see, this being was running around doing many things, and she was overdoing it, and that is okay. That is part of her programming. And so part of our teaching for her is through sickness. She overdoes it, and then she gets sick, and then she slows down, and then we can course correct her. She was putting a lot of energy into things that were not in her highest good, and that is okay. That is where sickness can play a role for this being and for many of you. We can come in, we can intervene, so to speak. We say this because it is the way of speaking, but not because it is anything we are really doing to her. Again, all these things are agreed, and furthermore, we are an aspect of her consciousness that she has activated through her practices, through her willingness and wanting to connect with subconscious, unconscious aspects of herself. There is no foreign authority here in any case, but for speaking terms in this realm, we separate ourselves for clarity and less confusion. So we use sickness with this being and with all beings to help with course correction. There is no guilt or shame that need be felt because you get a sickness. We know that that occurred the past few years, getting this illness that was spread around, as you all know the name of. It was quite guilt-provoking and shameful, for you all felt wrong in having it, wrong in potentially giving it to others. There were so many things that you could feel outside of the sickness, but sickness truly is a gift. And if it wasn't for this being's father being sick, she would not have left the hospital. She would have not explored alternative healing methods. She would have not truly had the challenge to step into her own authority. And that is what this time is all about. This time is all about you beings stepping into your authority, bringing the power back from these bad relationships with government, with private corporations, with other people in your realm, bringing that responsibility and power back to yourself. That is what this time is about. So this being was trained as a nurse. Her assignment at this time is becoming an authority on her own health and healing. She has the necessary life experiences to support that. We ask all of you, Look at the area where you have been trained in the traditional society. How can you bring the authority back? How can you bring the power back into the people? That is the mission at this time. You all gave up your responsibility for taking out your own trash and disposing of it, for taking care of your own health problems, for getting your own energy to heat and fuel your cars and homes, and many other things. You gave this away to another power, and this power has not been the kindest to you, and that is okay. We want you to experience what we wish for you, which we wish that you wish to experience. But what we feel is most important at this time is taking your power back, however that looks. This is not a large step, it is a small step. Every little illness this being experiences is a chance for her to practice her power. And so she gets sick, and she will continue to get sick, because it is part of her learning. How can she teach others to heal if she does not know how to heal herself? And sickness is not only of this cold, cough, sneezing, physical pain matter. She is working on sickness of all levels of the mind: mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. And so that is her assignment. That is the energy that we wish to activate on this solstice occasion. If she was not sick, she would be running around doing a million other things, and that is not what we wanted for her today. Today we wanted her to rest. Today we wanted her to get clear. Today we wanted her to consider what it would be like if an entire generation of human beings could heal themselves, did not need to go to any external authority for their healing, but new tools, practical tools that could help them in the moment. And of course, if larger things flared up, you use those authorities in those situations. But to cover the basics, to cover the basic cough, colds, flus, illnesses, chronic ailments that are raging across the country, this being worked in the ER, and what she saw was different than what she expected. She expected to see lots of gunshots and stabbings and all kinds of traumas and heart attacks, strokes, emergencies, and she saw a good fair share of that. But that was not the majority of the population that she witnessed. What she saw was major flare-ups of chronic illnesses, side effects from medicines, chemotherapies, radiations, and all different things coming in for support, for hydration, for fluids, for pain medication, for steroids, for antibiotics. There is a few medicines that are used quite regularly through your traditional systems, and these can be good. We are not against them. But what we encourage is working on the mind, the heart, the soul, the body, the mental and emotional realms, to get clear, to get into alignment, so that you all can exist in this world free of the chains that have weighed you down for so long. What is the cost to relying on an external authority in this society all the time for a cure or a healing? What is the cost? We see it as very costly. We see it as costing a lot of your time, your life force energy, your ability to create. Blocking your creativity will lead you further into darkness and sickness. Your creativity is what is needed now. The earth is a blank canvas waiting to be painted with the beautiful creative inspirations of each individual being that is on it. That was the plan that you all agreed to. There is no one coming to save you, dear beings. You are your saviors. The community is the savior. You each stepping into your power as individual beings, knowing who you are as divine, creative, and inspired, and then sharing that gift with your community. That is your target, your job, your role. It is the most important thing. People and entities such as us try to predict when the earth will change, when things will be different. We can tell you this: the earth will change when the beings, the individual beings, embrace their divinity, embrace who they are as an unseparated consciousness, as a being who is in direct connection with God, with universe, with all that is. And each and every single one of you are capable of this. We are not here to speak through this being in eternity, no. She will move on to other assignments in her life. She has other plans. But as for now, we have asked her to speak for us, to allow us to speak through her and in combination with her, so that we can tell you all how important you are, how valuable you are to the shift on this earth. You have a major role to play. You are all the leading ladies and gentlemen in your own lives. So we want you to create a life where that is possible. There is infinite light. You cannot darken or dampen anyone else's light by shining your own. You can only bring light together to make it spread even farther and faster. And on this dark planet that you are currently experiencing in lower frequency dimensions, light is truly welcomed. Light is all there is, really. But in this facade you are experiencing, you can see darkness, you can see light. It is time for the light. It is time for each and every one of you. You are special. You are needed. We are in awe of the journey that you have been on, and we will continue to be in awe of the creations that you have. No system can create something more beautiful, effective, and fulfilling than what each and every one of you has to bring, has to offer. The older you are, the more difficult this will be, for you have been trained out of your creativity. But it is never too late for anyone. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you. We are here to help you remember who you are as an aspect of us, as an aspect of the one consciousness that is the truth and reality, that is the love this planet could really use at this time. We are the Arcturian Council. We are an aspect of you. We are within. We merely wish to strike a master key of sound that resonates with your soul, so that you can hear us through images, ideas, vibrations, and feelings. However you hear us, we will continue to strike this key through the verbal transmissions of this beings and the many others who channel us, in hopes that you will find your own energetic connection to oneness and all that is, continuously activating the aspects of consciousness that are within you, for they are ready to be awoken and remembered and integrated into this human self you have created. To come from separateness and lack and feelings of inability to being all-powerful and one, this is the journey of any lifetime, of every lifetime. It is one of the most incredible, most incroyable journeys that you can go on. And you are experiencing it through the ups and downs that always continue to get a little brighter. We love you, and we will speak to you again at another time when the energies are right. All right, seems like 20 minutes is our mark here with the beings that I channel. Just like me, they like to talk a lot. And yeah, so I'm getting a little bit cold. I don't know if people walked by me and think I'm crazy. Hopefully they think I'm talking to someone on the phone. It's funny because there's still an aspect of me that thinks I'm crazy, but the words flow so easily and beautifully, and you know, I just love the feelings that come and all the things that come with doing this, so I'm not going to stop. This is my mission right now. So I'm going to show you the ocean one more time, and I just want to wish you all a happy solstice. This is the shortest day of the year for North America, and I love the long nights and the dark silence of winter, and I love all of you so much. So I'm going to close this one out with view of the ocean, and then I will be channeling more as I continue to feel better. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening, and you're so important, and I hope that you know that. And I'm telling myself that too, because I often forget. Alright, that beautiful view is going to be my intended background, but maybe next time. I love you guys all. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.